Matt, it's defeat today up in Kidderminster. What's your take on the result?
Obviously disappointing on the result. Disappointing with the performance, not overall, but obviously I just felt very competitive first half. And listen, I can explain exactly what I thought to the players, what we were going to get from them. That's a reaction. A newly promoted team coming here, first home game back in the division. A new manager after the reaction after the defeat last week. I knew it was going to be very first, seconds competitive first half, and I thought we really stood up to that. I thought we were very competitive first half. I thought we got in some decent areas, but just lacked a bit of quality in the final third with our crossing, with our final shot. Didn't manage to get anything of any note really away. And we come in 0-0 at half time with a reasonably solid and competitive performance. And then we come out second half, and I just felt we were on the back foot, and we kept getting further and further on the back foot and defending, and we couldn't really get on the ball and get us up the pitch. We couldn't really get any quality into our play, and then it probably just shows you a little bit where we're at the moment in terms of the bodies. I think they score late 70s, 77, 78 possibly. I'm not sure exactly when they get their goal, but it just looked, Tommy, not loads of minutes at Southampton. Temi, first start, hasn't played any pre-season. Josh, not saying it's these lads' faults, but I just don't feel we're as fit as we need to be because of circumstances that we've had, and I just felt that probably showed in our performance, certainly in the lesser stages, to take a point away from us.
Yeah, and then obviously Temi starting in midfield today. What was the sort of reasoning behind that?
Well, just obviously with Nelson, another midfield player, for us picking up a little knock in pre-season in the early part of the week, and Jordan illness being too light in there. Temi to go and sit as the holding midfield for us. He was more than happy and wanted to try and do it, and we haven't worked on it and done that, but I thought, just give us that athleticism, competitive edge in there. I can't fault the lads' effort, desire, I can't fault their effort. I can look at us in the latter stages of the game, but I can also just feel that legs and fitness-wise and bodies-wise is probably just where we're at the moment.
Yeah, and do you think the fact that obviously they had a bit of a heavy defeat last week, and that meant that they were coming back here for their first game back in the division with a bit sort of that extra fire on them, do you think that sort of played a big part in what ended up being the result today?
Yeah, like I said at the start there, mate, I do feel that, but I pre-warned the players and knew that was going to be the case. It's their, as I say, first game back in the division, new manager, first game at home, and you've got to come away from home, you've got to compete, you've got to win first, seconds, and I thought we more than matched and more than competed for large parts, and even going into the second half up to about the 75th minute, they've hit the outside of the post. Yes, they've had corners, but I felt our shape and compact, and we were organised, and we limited to more crosses, and I think Nick maybe one save up until that period, but just that last period we just looked a little bit leggy, a little bit stretched, and then the goal came.
Yeah, and then in that last part of the game, sort of after their goal, we did make a lot of attacking changes. Was just the aim just to completely just go all out for it?
Yeah, of course, we need to get a goal back, so bringing bodies onto the pitch. We had a little breakaway, half a shot, but never really threatened. Corner at the end there. Yeah, listen, very disappointed. We haven't been good enough on the ball and our quality, but I can't take anything away from the players' effort and their desire to go and compete today. But of course we need to be better, and it's the second game together with a very new group, and unfortunately we haven't managed to just see that game out in the last stages.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned the fact that it is a new group. We've still got 3 points from our first two games. Personally, I don't think that's too bad going.
No. Obviously, we're really pleased with last week, and you've got to look at it on individual games' merit. We're just looking at today, and I feel we need to be better on quite a few things. But we'll be working on that this week. We're very new together, like I just said. But not happy with a lot of things, and not happy that we haven't managed to get a point and a clean sheet.
Cheers, Matt.
Thanks a lot.